Hello everyone, welcome back to Prince and Nikki's channel. We're happy to be back to bring you a little update on what we've been working on in the background in the last few weeks. We've been very busy, haven't we, Prince, preparing for the recent next steps in the project. So it's nice to be back on the channel. For those of you watching today, we just want to bring you a video to talk about the budgeting for the windows and security bars. We're going to play a walkthrough video whilst we take you through the prices. So for those of you who have been watching all the way through, sit back, relax and enjoy the walkthrough whilst we take you through the prices. For those of you who are fairly new to the channel, this is a 4-bedroom house in Accra. I want to say thank you to those of you who've been watching us on this journey, for those of you who've subscribed and continue to like and interact with us on our channel. If you're new to the channel, we want to welcome you and we hope you enjoy the content that we're bringing. So let's get into the video. What we wanted to bring today is the discussion on the quotes that we've had. So we've had a number of quotes that we've come through for the windows. We have 29 windows and we also have 2 sliding doors in the kitchen area.
And one upstairs. And these 29 windows have different sizes, and there you go. Some of them are big and some of them are small. I guess what is important to note is that windows are priced based on the size in terms of the square meters. So it's worth to know that.
Yeah, so we do have the family living area upstairs as well, which has a door. And it's
a sliding door.
Sliding door, isn't it?
We want a sliding door. Ideally, that has been the vision, to have a sliding glazed door there.
What you're seeing on your screen now is the dining and kitchen area. Those are the 2 sliding doors that we got the quotes on. So the door here, and then there's one just slightly around the corner. Those are the ones we got the extra sliding door quotes on. We did get some different quotes. So we had sliding doors and we got sliding door quotes with a security mesh called King Kong Mesh. And that's from one of the top companies, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you can just see on the screen now. It's got this mesh in it. That is a security mesh that it cannot be cut, but it's very, very, very expensive. It's quoted in the dollars, as you expect, from one of the top glass manufacturing companies in Ghana, and it's extremely expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, but obviously what we wanted to do is bring quotes for ourselves, but also share that with the viewers on the channel so they can get an understanding of kind of the quality of what you might be looking for. What we did consider, and we're still working out really, is obviously there's a variety of companies that you can go to, but some of the things that we thought about when we was kind of thinking about what we wanted in terms of qualities, based on our experiences, things we've seen online in terms of people having leakages, changing windows from sliding to casement.
And also in our old previous existing house we have in Ghana, we have a sliding window there, and so we know how this operates and the issues we have with it.
Yeah, in the other house that we've built, they're sliding windows, and there was a few that we had some challenges, weren't we? So just some of the things of the pros and cons, just to run you through where our thought process has been, from our experiences and what we're considered. So as with anything that you buy, obviously there's a variety and a range that you can go from roadside all the way up to high-end companies. One of the things that we've experienced with the sliding windows is the quality of the cut. So obviously with what we've experienced is the windows, there's where they join the 90-degree angle. They might not be necessarily done as per that you would do in a manufacturing process, so that it wouldn't be laser cut. These are quite important because if they're not flush when they're cut 90 degrees, that's the things that would prevent. Yeah, you have gaps
within it, and then they come to use mastic to try to paste it up.
So they prevent the light, the bugs, you have water leakages, and we've seen some on videos, haven't we, where the waters have come into the house, and yeah, it costs more money longer term when you kind of sometimes go for the cheaper end, because the quality of what they're putting in. And one of the other things that we found on some of the windows was that the sliding mechanism wasn't so great, it wasn't greatly smooth, and the burglar prevention. So when you're kind of sliding the windows closed, it's quite easy, isn't it, on the sliding to kind of reopen them. There is things around to prevent that, but
There is, but people who knows how they can easily break in. We have a break in a couple of times. Luckily, because of the security battle, we're not able to go into the house. But it's considering all that, I think we decided we're gonna go for a casement windows, mainly because of the security and also of the ventilation. Because the issue with the slider windows is that you don't open the whole window at a time. You open it about half of the window at a time, so the ventilation that you expect when you are not using your air conditioning, you don't get it, as compared to a casement window whereby you can fully open the windows and let the whole air through the house. So to me, it's no brainer. We have to go for casement windows for the security and also for the cross ventilation.
yeah, I think you just have to dig deep, don't you? Dig deep in the pockets. But as we always say on this channel, buy cheap, buy twice. And that's the motto that we've always had throughout the whole programme. And it's worked for us in terms of the quality. So, yeah, here's a few quotes we're going to take you through. So in terms of the costing for the windows, as I said to you, we have 29 windows. And in terms of the first company, this was the most expensive company that we have. This was based on single glazed windows.
Yeah,
we did, didn't we? We
originally
wanted more, double.
no, we did. The request was to go for double glazing. So when the quotation came, I didn't actually look at the small print. I was just, oh, right. It's quoted in the dollars, nearly $15,000 for these windows, and I'm like, that's a bit expensive.
Yeah, and then he said, just to confirm, is this double glazing? And it wasn't. It was single
So,
glazed.
it's-
But you know what? There's a budget for everyone. So,
yeah.
so this company, the first company, we've broke it down for you. So, for the casement windows alone, the cost for that is in dollars is 14,940. We have a pricing on the screen for you here for the first company, and we'll keep that on the screen throughout. And that in cities is 170,000. You can see on the screen the breakdown in terms of exact amount. For the sliding windows for the same company, that was $9,000, 120, and that's roughly 103,000 cities. Now, this company is the one that offers the sliding door with the King Kong mesh, which is basically, if you imagine, it's like a mesh in between, and it's not, you can't break into it, can you? So
Yeah, it's a security mesh. There's plenty of them on TikTok
you
and
can
YouTube.
see them
You can
videos,
see
yeah.
the video. It's great, but very, very expensive.
And so the second company that we got a quote from is based on
Double
glazed casement windows, and that was a lot cheaper. That was $6,000, 624, which is 75,000 roughly in cities. And for the single glazed, that's $5,000 roughly, and 59,608 cities. So as you can see on the screen, there's a big significant difference in terms of the two companies that we've put on the screen. And that gives you also the quote for the sliding door with double glazed but not the mesh is $1,000 and cities is 12,090. So there's a big difference in terms of the quotations. at this point, we're very clear, having thought about the quotes and what we want. We will be going for casement windows. It's just with anyone who's building, we do recommend to look at companies in your area and just get quotations to try and kind of compare and work out a deal for yourself, but also don't sacrifice on quality. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for sticking with us, guys. It's really nice to interact and also help you with some quote ideas for your own building project. As we spoke before, we do really appreciate anyone that's watching to like and subscribe to our channel. If you're not already subscribed to us, please do kindly join the family. It's nice to have you on board with us, and it's also encouraging for us to see the channel growing and that the content is what you want to see. We did, as part of the process of looking at the windows, we also looked at getting a quotation for security bar, and this was from the same company that we got a quotation for the windows from. So for the security bar, the total cost was 42,945 cedis. So that just gives you a rough idea in terms of this particular project, how the quotation for the security bars was. We'll probably do a video on the security bars and the options coming up shortly in terms of some of the things that we was thinking about in terms of not only the security but also the fire safety and things like that. So just moving on to the typical budget. So we've done a table here on the screen for you that takes you through the typical budget per square metre.
Yeah, as we mentioned at the beginning, windows are priced based on the size. So in order to obtain a quotation, you know the size. Typically, you will send your window schedule to the company, so they will give you a price. But if you are in the process of building, we always believe you need to know what your budget is before you start your building process. So what we have done is to look at the budget based on the quotations we have and say how much typically should you be budgeting for your windows, your buckler proofs, and typical cost is for the buckler proof based on the quotation we have is about 550 to 650 Ghana cedis square meter. But when you go to your windows, if you want sinking glazing, you're looking at around 850 to 1100 Ghana cedis for a single glaze window. The price goes up slightly if you want a double glaze. It goes up around £1,400 a square meter for a double glaze. All these are based on KS50 system. I know prices in Ghana always changes, but if you know the inflation rate, you can always factor the inflation in. Or if you are abroad and you are budgeting in the pounds or in the dollar, it becomes more easier because the depreciation of the city helps a bit.
And one of the things we've always said is on here is if anyone does ever need any help in terms of understanding some of the process for their building project. We know it's tough when you're not necessarily working in the industry or looking at costings and things. So, you can see the details of the team that we're working with. You can also reach out to us, and we'll be happy to help anyone that's want a conversation or any estimates and quotes on things that they'd like to do for their own project. So that's going to give you an overview really on the quotations for the windows and the burglar proof. We hope it gives you a general idea of kind of what the budget might be and the process and criteria that we thought about.
And also, are you considering a sliding window or will you prefer a casement window?
Yeah, comment below and let us know what your experiences are and what you're going for in your project. We will be back again shortly, guys. We've got lots of new things coming up in terms of our roofing preparation. Do like and subscribe to the channel. Keep the energy going for us. We're trundling along, but we do need the encouragement. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the comments and speak to you all soon. Thank you.
Bye.